It's time now for the Peter Channel New News Report on this Tuesday afternoon, September 15th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. I got new news at 9:09. Top 3 at 12 noon on this Tuesday afternoon. Here is a school bus crash has left 2 high school students dead and 2 others and their bus driver seriously injured, Houston officials said. The National Conservative Group Club for Growth announced a $1 million ad campaign attacking Donald Trump in Iowa on Tuesday, making them the most direct and well-funded attempt from within the Republican Party yet to take down a Republican. Moscow. President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday defended Russia's military support for Syria, saying it was necessary to defeat the Islamic State and terrorist aggression. Salt Lake City. A wall of water swept away 2 vehicles carrying women and children in the Utah-Arizona border town, killing at least 8 people and leaving 5 others missing in the community that served as a home base for Polygon sect leader Warren Jeffs. Hogo, Serbia. A main gateway to Central Europe slammed shut Tuesday as Hungary closed its reported refugees finishing work on a 100-mile fence spilled with razor wire and arresting dozens of desperate migrants who tried to sneak across. A man suspected of gunning down a Mississippi College professor and killing a woman, and he lived with shot himself as he is connected and quoted by a police after a manhunt at a 40-day set on Tuesday. Jeremy Corbyn has said Labour can win the 2020 election with a vision of a better society and accused David Cameron of being a poverty denier. So, North Korea said on Tuesday that its main nuclear complex was operating and is working to improve the quality and quantity of its weapons, which it could use against the United States at any time. Team McCurdy awoke on September 2nd in Oman in Vancouver to dozens of missed calls on her phone and relatives in Syria. The news was grim. Her brother Abdullah, his wife, and 2 children had drowned, crossing the Mediterranean from Turkey to Greece. In London, Massachusetts Institute of Technology retained a position as leading university in the world, while no Indian institution could make it to the top 100, according to the Global University ranking released on Tuesday. Seattle, the latest on the strike by public school teachers in Seattle. At 8:10 a.m., Seattle teachers have reached a tentative agreement with a city school district as their strike enters its 5th day, but they're remaining on. The silent majority that stands with Trump proclaimed the process, but in truth, there was nothing very silent about the Russians attending to the American Airlines Center in Dallas. A very sticky morning commuters in store for the LA area, and now that heavy rain has battered parts of the Southern California, causing scattered flooding and prompting the National Weather Service to issue a flood advisory. If you are to listen to much of the current discussion surrounding the Federal Reserve, you come to the conclusion that the Fed plans to melt the pole as caps on Thursday, rather than possibly raise short-term interest rates by a quarter. In Washington, U.S. consumer spending grew at a fairly heavy pace over the past 2 months, but factory production slipped in August, providing the Federal Reserve a mixed picture that the economy had of a rate-setting meeting later this week. Global stocks rose Tuesday, but investors remain cautious ahead of a U.S. interest rate decision, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 105 points, 0.6% to 16,436 in early trade, while the S&P 500 Nasdaq Composite both rose 0.6%. Taco Bell is trying to go upscale with plans to serve top-style appetizers and alcoholic drinks at a new canteen and restaurant aimed at Vader, competing in the urban market with fast casual chains like Chipotle Mexico Grill. A space startup run by Amazon. Chairman Jeff Bezos announced a roughly $200 million investment to build rockets and capsules in Florida and then launch them from a nearby Cape Canaveral, which hasn't been used. A new study used in a space to finish with monogamous mating practices could help for hints as to why human dating can be so complicated. Scientists have taken a step forward when it comes to creating hydrogen in the field. They created a highly efficient catalyst that could ease the way to a hydrogen economy. The snowpack in California, Syria, and about the mountains this year has performed at its lowest level in the past 500 years, according to the study published Monday in Nature Climate Change, a peer-reviewed British journal. KFC and Taco Bell receive failing grades when it comes to antibiotic use in the meat supply. Fast food chains and companies have planted with their meat supplies and antibiotics with a good reason. Doctors have long recommended taking a low-dose aspirin daily to reduce the risk of heart problems, but in the past year, those recommendations have seen reversal, with some experts saying that for people who have not had a cardiac event, the daily drug developed by Exxon report said that its experimental drug was effective in treating psoriasis, a chronic inflammatory disease of the skin. Breathing in tiny particles of toxic chemicals from the air could lead to an increased risk of premature death, a large new study suggests. Now look at the stock market report here at 12:04. The Dow's up 156.20 points to close at 16,527.16. S&P 500 1968.96, up net 15.93 points. The Nasdaq 4,841.20. Nasdaq up 48.42.22, up 36.45. European markets DAX 10 188.13, up 56.39. FTSE 6137.60, up 53.01. CAC 4045.69 for 37, up 31.22 points. Asia markets, Nikkei 18026.48, up 60.78 points. Shanghai 3004.36, down 110.44 points. HSI 21455.23, down 106.67 points. Oil markets, 44 and 3 quarters, up 3 quarters. Brent 46.40, up 3 cents, and natural gas 2.754, down 4,000 points. Gold markets 1103 and a half, down 4.20 points. Silver 14.325, down 38 cents, 300,000 point, and copper 2.429, up 235,000 point. Bonds, US 10 unit 2.2276%, up 48,000 point. German 10 unit 0.745%, up 5,000 point, and Japanese 10 unit 0.377%, up 2,000 point. And FX bonds. European US dollar 1.1265, down 53,000 point. US dollar Japanese yen 120.31, up 900 point, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5348, up down 76,000 point. Commodities here. There we go. Alright. Agriculture futures. Wheat. 492 a quarter, down 9. Soybean 8.9 up 6 and a quarter. Corn 3.90, down 3.5. Sugar 11.20, down 22 cents. Coffee 118.35, down $1.85. Cotton 62.59, down 6 cents. Bread price 12.885, down 11 cents. And cocoa 3,229, down 57 here. Live cattle 141.025, down 45 cents. Lean ox 69.225, up $2.40. And FD cattle 192.975, down 1.825. Alright, let's take a look at New England incident alerts here. 1206. Nope. Alright, let's move it on to sports where the Boston Red Sox will be squaring off against the Baltimore's in the second round of 3-game series with Joe Kellerman for the Red Sox, who are about a minute on the mound for the Orioles here. While the Norton Lancers girls varsity soccer team will take on Somerset Berkeley, and the Wheaton Lions field hockey team will be at Wheaton College at Northern Field tonight, taking on LaSalle. Our New Jersey Democrat is calling for congressional of daily fantasy football websites that award winners with cold hard cash. Austin, Texas Athletic Director Steve Patterson has been fired after 2 record years on a job pushing out after clashes with fans and donors upset with his aggressive push to raise money for the nation's wealthiest athletic department. Adrian Peterson has made his return to the football field Monday night after missing more than a year with child abuse allegations in Lake Forest, Illinois. Golf man David Faraday is joining NBC for analysts of the tournament version continued its Faraday series on the Golf Channel. Peter Jello News on 1207 down Alpha A. Travel Port here and Newport Bridge on both ends. It's slow. Mano Bridge on the southbound side slow. Looking at Providence and vicinity here, 146 on the southbound side. It is slow before Route 95 in downtown Providence here. 95 on the southbound side, Pawtucket. It's slow from Pawtucket all the way out to the 610 connector in downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side. It is slow from 195 to Route 610 connector in downtown Providence with a couple of accidents here. 957 accident after Route 126. 957 accident 146. Accident on 95 on Route 44. And 957 accident after the 610 connector. So expect some delays around the Providence area here. Out of the Cape. Looking good on the board in Sagamore Bridges. Route 6 is looking good from Sagamore all the way out to Orleans. And 28 is looking good from Bourne to Falmouth here. Aspect 95-24 are looking good from 120 to the Rhode Island border. Route 3 is looking good from Braintree all the way out to Sagamore here. 120 to the northbound side. It is backed up from 109 in Westwood to Route 9 in Wellesley here. Mass parking on the westbound side. So from the Southeast Expressway all the way out to the Austin Brant tolls here, doing an accident on Soldiers Field Road and another accident on Soldiers Field Road. 2 accidents on Soldiers Field Road here. 1 accident near Route 20 and another accident near Harvard Stadium, so expect some delays here. Mass Pike interchange with 185. A little slow, 290 on the westbound side, so for the Mass Pike in Auburn here. Route 2, stop and go from Devens all the way up to after Route 190 in Leominster and Fitchburg here. 95 on the northbound side, it's a little slow around Route 101 in Hampton, New Hampshire here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing keeping on highways and byways New England on this Tuesday afternoon here. And looking at MBTA alerts here. All human haul ferry trips will be rerouted for about 14 days due to its scheduled line on the bridge construction at 3 to 8 minutes of travel. On the subway system, it's looking good, and on the Commuter Rail, Pittsburgh Line, train 409, 11 a.m. from North Station LA today, approximately 10 to 15 minutes due to signal problem. Peter Channel News Time, 12:10, time and a half hour weather report. Current conditions in North Massachusetts at 12:10 p.m. 79 degrees, humidity 44%, wind speed variable by 3 miles an hour, barometer 3.23 inches, 2.55 degrees, and visibility 10 miles, the index 8 degrees here. Alright, looking at the current conditions around the region here, 75 degrees in Boston, 74 in Beverly, 69 in Gloucester, 73 in Lawrence, 74 in Bedford and Fitchburg, 68 in Worcester, 69 in Sturbridge, 72 in Milford, 75 in Norwood, 76 in Taunton, 75 in New Bedford, 73 in Plymouth, 70 in Provincetown, 75 out in Falmouth and in Martha's Vineyard, 71 in Chatham and Cape Cod Bay, 73 in Nantucket. It's 72 in Buckland, 74 in Westerly, 75 in Providence, 72 in Smithfield, 73 in Montauk, 76 in Islip, New York City, Paris, 77 in Bridgeport and Raven, 72 in Danbury, 70 in Waterbury, 75 in Meriden, 73 in Hartford, 72 in Winslow, 72 in Springfield, 71 in Greenfield, 70 in Athol, Paris, 68 in North Edmonton, Pittsfield here, 72 in Albany and Silver Springs, 64 in Relton, 69 in Barrington, 68 in Bradford, Vermont, and Keene, New Hampshire, 72 in Lebanon and Lackawanna, New Hampshire, 74 in Concord, Nashua, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 73 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 75 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Here, alright, looking at Surf's map around the country, and it shows a cold front from North Central California, switching up in Nevada and through Idaho and up to southern Montana, measures a warm front from North Dakota up in the northern Minnesota with a line of low pressures from Montana stretching in North Central California here, and a station front off the southeastern Texas coast stretching down for South Florida and at the sea here. Followed from southern New Jersey stretching up New England coast and up the eastern portions of New Brunswick here. And the line with a low pressure from Nebraska stretching in down from Mexico with another low pressure in Mexico here. Followed from Nevada down for southeastern portion of California with a low pressure in southeastern portions of California here. And followed by a low pressure system off the California coast here. And followed from North Central Alberta down for North Central portions of Montana. And followed off the Washington, Oregon coastline here. And we got a cold front from North Central Montana up to Saskatchewan, up to West Central portions of Manitoba, the North Central portions of Manitoba here. And we got high pressure ridges in Four Quarter region and Virginia's here. 72 degrees at temperature around in Detroit, 67 in Pittsburgh, 72 in Washington, D.C., 67 in Atlanta, 85 in Miami, Florida, 82 in Brownsville, Texas, 72 in Dallas, Texas, it's 78 in Kansas City, 74 in Omaha, Nebraska, 68 in Chicago, 70 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 49 degrees at Great Falls, Montana, 51 in Seattle, 58 in San Francisco, 71 degrees in Los Angeles, it's 76 in Las Vegas, 68 in Salt Lake City, 71 in Denver, 82 in Phoenix, 67 degrees out in Albuquerque, New Mexico here. Alright, let's take a look at the radar situation here at 12:12 here. Nothing going on in the radar situation around the country, around New England here. As well, we're zooming out to see what is going on in the radar situation around the country here. And it shows some spotty rain showers in the central and east central portions of Nova Scotia and a line of patchy rain showers and a line of heavy rain around southeastern portions of Prince Edward Island here. A lot of rain showers off the southeastern Texas Gulf Coast and stretching in the southeastern Texas here. And a lot of rain showers coming to much of Florida from Jacksonville, down from Miami, and down from the north central tip of Cuba. And a lot of rain showers around Bahamas here. And seeing some line of rain showers and storm from southeastern Kansas, stretch to the west central Missouri, west of Kansas City here, east of Kansas City here. And some spotty rain showers around southern California and down for the southwestern portions of San Diego, and a line of rain showers in the central Arizona and the west central New Mexico here, and a line of rain showers in the east central portions of Wyoming and up in the western Colorado and up in the Utah and in the eastern Nevada and up in the Idaho and up in the western Wyoming and west central portions of Montana and up in the eastern and central portions of Alberta and up for Saskatchewan and up in the southeastern portions of Saskatchewan and the southwestern Manitoba and the northwestern portions of North Dakota here, and a line of rain showers in the northwestern portions of California and the west central portions of Oregon and Washington State, and rain showers in the southwestern portions of British Columbia and the east central portions of British Columbia and the southeastern portions of Alabama here. Nope, southeastern portions of Alaska here. Zooming you out to Southern California because I heard that. Heavy rain had battered parts of Southern California, causing scattered flooding, and the National Weather Service issued a flood advisory for Southern California. As take a look at the Southern California radar here, and it shows a line of rain showers off San Diego, stretching in Citizen Oceanside around I-5 and up to Fallbrook, down to Temecula, down to Lake Castro, and stretching up to Marina Valley, around San Bernardino, around Crestline, and stretch around Hesbury and Victorville, and stretch around Mount Wilson, and stretch up around I-15 and I-40 here. And they're headed all towards the northeast. So those of you around Palm Springs, Desert Hot Springs, Yucca Valley, you're next in the line of heavy rain here. Alright. Look at the satellite loop here, and it shows. Cool. It's a clear blue skies here for much of the eastern seaboard and midwestern states, except for a few clouds on west central portions of Missouri here, and some spotty clouds coming to much of the Gulf states and coming to much of Florida, and another line of clouds from southeastern California, and then stretch up in the eastern California, up in Nevada, and around the Four Corner region in the Utah, Colorado, down for western and eastern portions of Wyoming and up Montana, coming to much of western Nebraska, up in the Dakotas, and up in western Canada from southern British Columbia, stretching all the way up in the northwestern and on to the northern portions of Quebec here. Okay, let's take a look at what is going on in the tropics there. In the Atlantic, disturbance number one, a low pressure located about midway between the Cape Verde Islands and the Western Antilles is producing this overnight showers and thunderstorms. Some development of this so is still possible during the next couple of days while it moves generally northwestward at the time. However, upper level winds are expected to become unfavorable development here. Formation chance for 4 hours. Medium 6% and formation chance for 5 days. Medium 60% here. Disturbance number two, a low pressure system over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico has moved into near typical Mexico, although a tropical cyclone development is no longer expected due to land direction. Local area rainfall will be possible over the portions of eastern Mexico during this next couple of days as the system moves farther inland. These rains can produce light rain and flash floods and mudslides here. Formation chance for 4 hours. Low near 0% and formation chance for 5 days. Low near 0% here. And disturbance number 3 here. A broad low pressure system is blowing about 375 miles south of the southernmost Cape Verde Islands. It shows itself activity continues to show signs of organization and favorable conditions are expected to be conducted for the formation of the tropical depression over the next few days while the system moves west northwest with around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Formation chance for 4 hours. Medium 50% and formation chance for 5 days. High 8% there. Alright, looking at the Eastern Pacific here. One system to watch here. Service number one, John Defense Activity associated with a broad area of low pressure located 700 miles south of the southern tip of Baja California Peninsula and it's diminished since yesterday. However, some soil development in the system is still possible during the next several days while it moves generally northwestward around 5 to 10 miles an hour. And formation chance for 4 hours. Low 10% formation chance for 5 days. Low 30% here. Alright, let's take a look at some forecast discussion here. Water temperature 65 degrees here. High pressure moving offshore will bring dry and warm weather throughout Saturday as a cold front swings back New England on Sunday. A secondary high pressure then builds in for Monday. Near-term forecast clear conditions Sunday. North winds prevailing as high pressure builds in from the southwestern quiet weather day. Overall highs warming into the upper 70s to low 80s and would not be surprised to see a few locales topping out in the mid 80s and mix may gets us high 85. Some lingering gusts, especially in the northeast, mixing down along with a drier air supports around the low 50s. Fantastic late summer day here. As I'm predicting highs for the state of Connecticut this afternoon, 79, 84 degrees. Southeast Boston, Rhode Island, 76 to 82 degrees. Boston metro area, 77 to 84 degrees. Western Massachusetts, 76 to 83 degrees. I'm expecting highs in Vermont, 72 to 80 degrees. New Hampshire, 76 to 82 degrees. And for the state of Maine, 76 to 80 degrees. Here, and expected tonight, lows 51 to 60 degrees. Expect cold nights and warm days back the week. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Here, this afternoon will be terrific Tuesday afternoon in store. Here, sunny skies today, high about 83 degrees. West about 79 miles an hour. Tonight, clear skies about 55 degrees and light west wind. Wednesday, sunny skies, high about 86 degrees and light and variable wind. Wednesday, Petrobras up to 4 a.m. west, clear skies about 58 degrees and light southwest wind. Thursday, Petrobras for 9 a.m. west, sunny skies about 83 degrees and calm wind becoming southwest wind. 5 miles per 90 afternoon. Thursday, Petrobras up to 4 a.m. west, clear skies about 60 degrees. Friday, Petrobras for 9 a.m. west, sunny skies about 83 degrees. Friday night, Petrobras up to 1 a.m. west, clear skies about 59 degrees. So today, Petrobras for 9 a.m. west, sunny skies about 79 degrees. Sunday night, Petrobras before 2 a.m. west, and Petrobras up to 3 a.m. west. Podcast skies about 62 degrees. Sunday, Chester Showers, Petrobras west. Podcast skies about 76 degrees and chest space 30%. Sunday night, podcast skies about 56 degrees. And for Monday, most skies about 70 degrees. Here in Peter's weather phrase of the day. Terrific Tuesday afternoon in store. Peter Wicks, you have a good afternoon and good positive attitude here.